My name is Shamani, and I have a question for you. I'm in a profession that works with the Tyler Clemente often,
Yeah.
and struggling to create safe space for the many Tylers. What's your word of encouragement for many of us educators who are constantly working through bureaucracy that just seems not to allow us to embrace diversity in our classrooms, in our institutions? I mean, that's probably one of the difficult fields to be in when it comes to these issues, education.
You mean working with children?
Yeah, working with other principals, other colleagues, teachers, board of directors, so that we can create a kind of safe environment for all children. I mean, what's your word of encouragement for educators?
I don't know if I'm even qualified to answer that question. I'll tell you what I did say this morning. I don't know if you guys were listening to Frank Ski and Wanda. They asked me what you tell. Maybe you use this to tell those people. Someone said, Wanda said, no, Frank said, what do you do if there's a conversation you may think your child is gay, right? What do you do? And I said, well, part of having a conversation, the best part is listening, right? I said, you listen to your child, you love them no matter what, and you support them. And I think people worry about what kids are going to do, how they're going to turn out, if they're going to be flamboyant or effeminate and all of that. And I say to them, wouldn't you much rather, I said, everything that's in here, the desk, including the fabulous outfit that you're wearing, Wanda, started with a thought. And perhaps that fabulous outfit that you're wearing started with a thought from a gay man, a fabulous gay man who may have been flamboyant. Would you rather have a Versace in your family or someone who is on the down low and who is drinking too much or marries someone and is pretending to be who they aren't and ends up being depressed or getting a divorce and killing themselves, right? So I think that's sort of what you have to present to parents, to your board, to teachers, to everyone. The importance of encouraging people to be who they are, because the moment you start to thwart creativity is the moment that it all ends, because it's all about creation in some way. People say we can't procreate, but we can certainly create as gay people. So I think that's probably the best way, is to tell them a story like that. Wouldn't you much rather have kids who are who they are and who are okay with the creative process and who can contribute to the world rather than the opposite, which is the antithesis of creation? Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any comments about the Tracy Morgan comments or Kobe Bryant? They're just endless.
That's about awareness. I just turn around and say, what if they had said the N-word? What would you do? If somebody had screamed instead of the F word on a basketball court, if someone had said the N-word, like you'd be like, what's wrong with them? You can't say that. So why is it okay to say the F word? If that camera wasn't there, I would say the word because it might end up somewhere. But why is that okay? Why is it okay? I'll say, why is it okay to say fag instead of nigger? What's the difference? There is no difference. It's a hateful word either way. So that's why I tell people. Tracy Morgan, I'm not in the opinion thing. I don't know. I believe in freedom of speech. My thing with Tracy Morgan, the gay thing is one thing. My thing is stabbing a child. For me, I don't see where it's funny to want to stab a kid. I mean, I go back to that thing. I'd rather have a kid who was a flamboyant Versace and who was the toast of the world when it came to fashion and was rich, right? Who can afford, that was my 401k. You are my little 401k, my little flamboyant. I'd rather have that than some kid who I would want to stab, or some kid who, who wants to kill themselves, or who can't be who they are, or who's, who gets HIV because they don't know about wearing condoms because they're pretending they're straight. Come on. So that's my only comment. I'm not, and I say, if Tracy Morgan can use all of those platforms that he has to promote, something good, diversity or whatever, I say give him the chance to do it. See what happens. One or two more.
How has it been so different for you now since, of course, how has life changed?
That was a good question. It's amazing. My friends, it's funny when we go, I am now Don Lemon, gay icon. Don't you guys love that? Like Ben will say, what do you want to do? I'm like, come on, we can't go there. I'm Don Lemon, gay icon. I don't really mean that. It's funny. It's fantastic. I wish every person in the world could feel how I feel. I don't worry about anything. I don't care what people say. I am who I am. I don't have to worry about someone trying to set me up and me coming and saying, oh, they want to set me with their cousin. Exactly. I don't have to worry. I'm gay, sorry. I don't have to worry about it. And I don't have to worry about someone outing me in a press conference. I don't have to worry about someone taking a picture of me and Blake saying, on a blog going, like they said, oh, I saw Don Lemon and I forget, it's some gay bar in D.C. And I was like, yeah, I was there, it was fun too. But I don't have to worry about someone writing about that because people go, yeah, well, of course, he's gay. So I'm in charge of my own story. And I happen to think, I don't think it's bad to be gay. God made me this way. So, and I think it's good. I love who I am.
Yes, thank you.
I think Philip is going to call out for questions, right? Are you coming
Everybody
on?
get their book signed.
All right.
Outright Bookstore and Coffee House features not only GLBT literature, but a wide array of great books in fiction, politics, style, entertaining, plus a whole lot more, like the best CDs and DVDs, ebooks, cards, and gifts. So visit them online or in person. Outright Bookstore and Coffee House.